Hey friend, I'm Adori and it's nice to finally meet you. I've been waiting. I know right now you're probably asking, who even are you? And I would be asking the same thing too. But like I said, my name is Adori. I'm 31. I'm a mom of two. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, but I reside in the DMV. And I am here to recruit you. I'm actually here to restart my channel. The first video I posted was 15 years ago, and within the last 15 years, I've started and stopped and started and stopped over and over and over again. So I'm definitely not new here, and some of y'all have definitely been riding with me for a while now. But if you're new, hi, hello. The reason why I'm restarting is because I really feel like I'm clear and focused on the vision that I have for my channel and the type of content that I want to put out there. I've become really clear on my purpose, which is a big thing for me to even say because it's been a journey. It's been a ride. Okay. Over the past year, I've done a lot of self-reflection and a lot of self-work. And I've realized that I have a story to share and habits that have really changed my life. I would be remiss if I did not share that with you all because I wish I had somebody in my life growing up to tell me the things that I've learned, to tell me the things that I've had to learn the hard way. So if I can save anybody from learning things the hard way, I've done my job. But if I can also bring perspective to hard things that you have been through, are currently going through, or might go through in the future, if I can bring some perspective, some of the lessons that I've learned, some of the wisdom that I've gained, I'm happy with that. I can't wait to bring you all along on this journey. And if I can be a part of your journey, that's even better. On this channel, we are all about mental wellness, personal growth, a little bit of fitness, because body trying to be T, okay? And living intentionally. If there's anything that you get from this, living intentionally is the biggest key of all. So if my title caught your attention, you might ask, how the hell did walking change your life? Picture this. You have an almost 3-year-old at home and you're in the hospital about to give birth to your second child. Unplanned, by the way. Not to get into the whole pregnancy of it all, but it wasn't a great one. Compared to my first one, wouldn't recommend. It wasn't great. I didn't have fun. So after I gave birth, I was actually the biggest I've ever been in life. That didn't make me feel the greatest either. It's always been really hard for me to stick to a diet, stick to a workout plan. I've always been on the heavier side, and that's just how it's been. Until one day, I made up my mind about something. I was probably scrolling on Instagram or just trying to find a way. I asked myself one simple question: where would I be in 30 days? And that is the question that catapulted this whole entire journey. So my first goal was 30 days. And by this time, I'm already armed with the knowledge of Atomic Habits by James Clear. I knew setting a 30-day goal is feasible because it's small and doable and is not overwhelming. And I knew that that was something that I can stick to at the time. 30 days, walking every day, 1 mile, that's it. I even started it as running, jogging, but I very quickly realized that my knees and my ankle was not built for that because I had a bad sprained ankle that I don't think ever healed correctly. And it's been giving me problems ever since. I was just like, you know what? We're just gonna walk. We're just gonna start and we're just gonna walk 1 mile every day, 4 weeks. That's it, Monday through Friday, not even 7 days a week, 5 days a week. I walked 20 times in 30 days. And when the 30 days was done, there was a physical difference, and then I just kept going. By that time, I was already feeling the positive effects from walking, and they were not just physical. The mental and emotional improvements that I was experiencing were eye-opening, and I wanted more, and I wanted to see how far I can really go with it. So at 10 weeks postpartum, July 29th, 2024, I started my walking journey. Now, where I was mentally before all of this, that's another story. What was I struggling with before I started walking? A lot. Before I started walking, I was not confident. My self-esteem was not the highest. I felt very badly about myself. I was always in my feelings. I felt lost. I felt lonely. I anything that you could think of a woman struggling with after just having a baby, I was struggling with. A lot of life things were happening that were taking a huge toll on me. And I feel like it was taking an even bigger toll on me because of the fact that I had just had a baby and now I'm breastfeeding, so my body is going through all the hormonal changes and the added responsibility, the added tasks I had to do now, taking care of a newborn and a toddler. It was a very trying time. But little did I know, the start of this fitness journey would essentially save my life. And I'm laughing now, but if I hadn't started walking, I don't really know where I would be right now, physically, mentally, emotionally, if I would even be, because the events that followed after I started walking were traumatic. Walking saved my life. When I was walking, right, I was outside getting fresh air. I was typically walking with my godmother, who I was able to lean on and talk about all the things that I was going through. Like, the way that circumstances aligned was perfect. Even though I was going through one of the worst things I've ever been through in my life, the act of walking allowed me to pour into myself. And so every time I would go for a walk, I was pouring into myself, not even realizing it at the time. Now that I'm looking back, I would walk, I would pour into myself, and that would give me the strength, the calm, the open-mindedness, the open-heartedness to be able to tackle the situation that I was going through and that I'm still kind of going through today. But now, it being over a year since all of this has happened, I am in a much better place now than ever before. I am by no means perfect, but I am improving every single day. There are so many things that I had to unlearn and then learn. There's no way that anybody could change overnight. Even though nobody tells me that they're proud of me, nobody tells me, that they notice a difference, it's not for them, right? It's for me. And I know the difference. I know when I'm in a situation and I hold my tongue. I know when I'm consciously making the effort to say something or not say something. I know when those things are happening. Nobody else is gonna know when those things are happening. And then if you say something like, if you only knew what I wanted to say just now, then that's not really growth, right? Growth is silent and it's lonely. And you may not get the praises from the people around you, but that's okay because it's not for them, it's for you. And as long as you are being intentional in your actions and you are making choices that show your growth, even if you're the only one that sees it, hey, a win is a win. That's why I'm here talking about it with y'all, because I know I cannot be the only one that has experienced something like this, right? Walking in the situation that has happened to me lined up so perfectly. Like, I literally started walking July 29th, 2024. This event that was the snowball that became an avalanche, it happened 2 weeks later. So the timing was, I was already 2 weeks into this new mindset of, I'm gonna lose this weight, I'm focusing on me, I'm gonna set this amount of time every day for myself. Then this thing happened 2 weeks later. It was perfect because even though it was such a negative thing that happened, so traumatic, when I tell you that it took me through the ringer, emotional roller coaster, the fact that I had poured into myself for the last 2 weeks, built up a strength and new energy within myself, I was able to take on that situation head on. I had ups and downs since then, but nothing but growth has happened as well. So up until now, I've basically told you my backstory, and I'm sure you're probably wondering, well, what am I gonna get out of this? What am I gonna get from your channel? Fair. And if you're still here, I appreciate you for listening to my story. But this is where you come in. I know what it feels like to be stuck, stressed, and just plain unsure of what to do, where to go, where to start, unsure of life in general. It can get really overwhelming, especially if on top of that, you feel alone. And on top of all that overwhelming feeling, you're still expected to take care of your mind and your body? Like, what? Well, yes, you do. We old now, okay? If you're watching this video, you're probably in your 20s, your 30s, maybe your 40s, and we gotta figure it out. So as no one ever told me, I'm here to tell you. We have to figure it out, and we will. We're figuring it out together. But that's why I'm here for you, because I've started to figure it out. And I want to help others start to figure it out too. I plan on sharing and helping you find small habits that actually make a difference in your day-to-day life. And I plan to do that by sharing my journey, sharing the ups, sharing the downs, sharing the struggles, sharing the wins, the losses, sharing the knowledge and the wisdom that I learn along the way. I want to show and tell how fitness and mental wellness go together real bad. I like to call the mixture of the two mental fitness. When people go on their fitness journeys, they don't take into account how much your mental can hold you back. And once you start to work on your mental, you can overcome your physical obstacles way faster. So my mental fitness is MentyFit. So if you ever hear me talk about MentyFit, I'm talking about our mental fitness. And if you're here, that means that all of this is important to you as well. This is your time to set your goals to yourself. Tell yourself what you want. Tell yourself or ask yourself, where will you be in 30 days if you do X, Y, Z? So with you subscribing, you'll get walking updates, reflections, pep talks, whatever you need. I got you. Fun challenges I might be doing, life lessons I gotta share because it's ghetto and we don't deserve to go through it alone. And yes, I will be sharing my struggles too, because it's not all unicorns and rainbows. There are no wins without the losses. So if you think that I'm gonna sit here and only give you a highlight reel of what I go through, wrong. This is real nitty gritty, real relatable. I'm not here to fool y'all, okay? I'm here to give y'all the real tea on what it took for me to get to this headspace that I'm in today. So if you're looking for a place to grow and reflect, find inspiration, to find community, because that's what it's all about. That's what I'm trying to build here, is a community of people that want to grow and be their best selves. Then you're in the right place. Look no further. Welcome. I can't wait to see what else I have in store for y'all. Until the next video, peace.